Today we're going to take a look at the Fund Accounting module. The Fund Accounting module is basically where you record all of the spending, purchase orders, or any other type of cash spending that you do. To get to Fund Accounting, just highlight Fund Accounting module, press the Enter key. The first screen it opens is for spending money, purchase orders that do not go into inventory. If you do have an inventory purchase that will increase your inventory, you just click on the Inventory Purchases button. Let's go ahead and we'll add a purchase here. Basically, your warrant or rec number, whatever that might be. This comes up as the last date that we looked at, and it'll keep that date, so once you enter it, you don't have to change it if you enter successive orders. If there's a claim or PO number, enter that. The fund that it goes is charged against, and the number of units, and what inventory item that it goes into. We'll put this into, let's see, WAG 550. The cost for those 12 items, or if you already have costs in inventory, you can click the time standard cost and you can see what at your standard cost those 12 units would actually cost. If they've increased, of course, you'd enter the whatever the increased cost is. The journal ledger account number to charge to, we'll say this is heating fuel purchasing. And if the vendor lookup that is charged to build a vendor history on that. Once you have those entries made, basically just click OK. It updates the inventory, and we can take a look at the inventory by going out to enter an I once this has focus. And the inventory was at WAG 550. And we'll see our purchase as brought into here, and we have receipts of 12 units total and gives us an on-hand balance of 15. We started with 3. So that builds your inventory up. To relieve the inventory is when you use your cost accounting to apply some inventory to a different particular project or road. Now, a non-cost accounting entry, we'll take a look at one here. It has the date of the transaction. We looked at when those already recorded, the number of units, the total dollar amount, the journal ledger account number, the vendor to build vendor history, and if it charges to a different, to a specific project, you would click the project button, and we'll say that we know for sure this is going into the community projects cost layer. And once you click OK, then that records that spending. So basically what the integrated modules do is keep track of all your spending. It also updates inventories or decreases inventories via the cost accounting. If we take a look at our budget, this is the journal ledger, enter a B from the keyboard a few times and highlight budget. We'll see our general ledger account numbers over here, and we'll just take a look at this particular one. To set up your general ledger at the beginning of the fiscal year, you record the account number, the total dollar amount, and to spread it evenly over the 12 months, just click the auto allocate button. To see actual spending in the current fiscal year, you click this FY actuals, and then this will pull up each entry that's been recorded during the fiscal year you're in. This also keeps track of the total encumbrance plus spending compared to the budget and gives you a running balance at any time you look at it. The encumbered spending and then the current fiscal year spending, which the encumbered is backed out of the encumbered plus spending to give you the net amount here. And basically you can roll up all the spending year to date by clicking the spending budget, and then it recalcs all the spending in each line item, so you see your fiscal year spending, and here's the total spending. You can click a budget analysis button. It goes out and looks at all the spending each month compared to this is actual spending compared to the budget for that month. And you can click the Calc Variance Analysis button. Then that blows through all the variances through the year, so you can see if you're spending close to budget or over budget. We have a graph here. Now, if you want to, this looks at all at one time. Excuse me. If you want to look at an individual fund balance, just click that button. Select the fund out of here. We'll go with the 347.01. And it will go out and look at any spending that you've done against the budgeted amount. It also has a graph here, or you can graph it through the larger graph. We'll do a bar graph. And so we had the only spending in this particular fund was in March. And that pretty much covers. You can export data from Fund Accounting out to a spreadsheet or PDF or HTML file anytime you want to. Next week we'll be looking at the property standards module. That module keeps track of these property standards set up and any variances with ownership in your city or county from that. So until then, if you have any questions, give us a call.